Hello, good day. My name is Al Maharaj, and I've prepared a short video presentation on the crash landing of Scandinavian Airlines Flight 751. The aim of this report is to describe the salient aspect of Flight 751, to isolate communication ethical breaches, and to discuss the impact of these breaches on the final outcome of Flight 751. On December the 27th, 1991, Scandinavian Airlines Flight 751 crash-landed near Gothenburg, Sweden, just 15 miles away from its departure at Stockholm's airport. Piloted by Captain Stefan Rasmussen and First Officer Ulf Sidomark, the plane suffered double engine failure due to foreign object impact. Clear ice built up on the wing of the aircraft broke off just 25 seconds into flight and was propelled into the engines. This deformed the titanium blades, which resulted in poor distribution of air throughout the engine, stalling the compressors. This, along with the ruptured fuel line on the right engine, caused small explosions resulting in surges. With the implementation of the automatic thrust restoration, also known as ATR, it led to an increase in throttle, which confused both captain and first officer after they tried throttling down the engines. Because the engines failed to throttle down sufficiently, the surges continued. This, of course, led to the demise of both engines. Sadly, the only way the surges would have stopped was if the entire plane was shut down. Some may even say the design of the MD-81 led to its own demise, where its engines were rear-mounted rather than mounted traditionally under each wing. What was first thought to be human error resulted in an investigation on the crash landing of Flight 751. Miscommunication and work ethics resulted in the crash landing of Flight 751. Firstly, as routine checks were made by the ground mechanics, the pilots ordered for the buildup of ice to be removed twice, as for the first time was unsatisfactory. Upon completion of the second defrosting, the pilot was assured that all ice was removed from the wings of the airline. However, poor work ethics was carried out by the grounds mechanic, as he was unable to thoroughly check the entire wing for ice buildup. Although the ice buildup was mostly held accountable for the failure of the engines, a second miscommunication between pilot and onboard electronics contributed in the plane's crash landing. After Captain Stefan Rasmussen followed protocol and lowered the throttling upon recognizing the surges, a safety feature known as the ATR stepped in and automatically increased the throttle position back to its max. This system was implemented by SAS to ensure pilots don't under-throttle to unsafe levels. However, the implementation of this system was never mentioned to the pilots, nor was it made aware to the FAA. This was viewed as unethical and a breach of professionalism, which unfortunately resulted in the failure of both engines. In this slide, some of the communication and ethical breaches were noted, such as not informing the pilot nor the FAA of implementation of ATR, poor work ethics by the grounds mechanic, and also flight attendant comforting the passengers. However, to ensure that this incident never happened again, changes were made to the airline, such as staircases for the grounds mechanic to visually and physically inspect the wings of the airplane for the de-icing process, and also properly informing and training pilots on any and every new system on board an aircraft. It can therefore be concluded that a combination of miscommunication and withholding of information resulted in the crash landing of Flight 751. Had the Scandinavian Airlines informed the pilot on the new system and the grounds mechanic done a proper job at de-icing, the entire situation could have been avoided. However, on that day, experience and the sheer will to live overwhelmed both pilot and first officer, along with the help of passenger captain Per Holmsberg, who successfully managed to land Flight 751 without the loss of any lives. I thank you for your time.